What's up everyone, my name is Augustine and this YouTube channel is dedicated to anyone who works or wants to work on cruise ships. So if that's you, make sure you subscribe and you check out my other videos because you're definitely gonna find them interesting. So working on cruise ships, I've seen 4 types of relationships. One would be like casual sex, like a one-night stand. That's very common. Then you have like friends with benefits. And then there's like couples, but that they know they're not going to stay together after their contracts end. That's also very common. But they act like couples on the ship, but once they go home, they're not going to stay in touch because maybe they are from different countries or maybe they have different projects. So yeah, that happens a lot. But some people also end up meeting their partner on ships. So they keep doing contracts together, or maybe they moved together and they get a flat and they start living on land. Anyways, in today's video, I'm going to give you 10 facts about dating on cruise ships. I would say the first half is more about dating and a relationship and everything. And the last few would be more about casual sex, which also happens a lot on cruise ships. So, number 1, this might be common knowledge to anyone who works on cruise ships, but if you never worked on cruise ships before, you may not know this. Crew members and passengers or guests are not supposed to mix. In other words, they're not supposed to sleep together, they're not supposed to date each other, they just can't do it. If you're a crew member and you get caught sleeping with a passenger, you will be fired. You cannot go into their cabins, they cannot go into yours, especially they cannot go into yours because you live in a crew area and passengers are definitely not allowed in crew areas. So yeah, that's even worse. It's different if you have a partner and they're coming on board as a passenger, and then you should notify the company and then you get like a written permission letter or something, and then it's fine, you can go into their cabin. But otherwise you can't, and if you get caught doing it, you will be fired. Do people still do it? Yes, definitely, but that doesn't mean it's allowed. So now we're just left with crew members, which leads me to fun fact number 2. The men to women ratio is weird. Basically, on pretty much any ship, there's a lot more men than women. I would say 70% men, but actually that's being generous. On most ships it would be like 75% men, even 80% men. Girls are getting hit on by everyone all the time. Of course, I've never been a girl, but I know it happens. So yeah, if you're a girl, you're gonna have a lot of male attention. Whereas if you're a man, you're really gonna have to compete with everyone else to get the girl you like, basically. Which leads me to tip number 3, and is that your job and your status on the ship can actually help you a lot when it comes to dating. I mean, many people might not want to admit this, but everyone knows it's the truth. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. It happens, Everyone would much rather date like a 3-stripe officer. So yeah, just so you know, it will help you a lot if you have a good job and a good status on the ship. It's not the end of the world if you don't, of course, not everyone cares so much about this, but it helps. Okay, fun fact number 4 is that everyone knows everyone on cruise ships. I mean, yes, there's a lot of people working on a cruise ship, so it's usually like, for a medium-sized cruise ship is like 800 crew members, and for a big cruise ship could be 2,000. So it's a lot of people, but still, you've seen everyone at some point. Maybe you don't know everyone by name, definitely not, but you know everyone. Like, everyone knows everyone, and if you're dating someone, everyone would know very quickly because they'll see you, they hear about it. So be prepared for a lot of gossip going on the ships. Fun fact number 5 is that once you're in a relationship, let's say you're dating someone who also works on your ship, so you're both doing a contract together and you start seeing each other, it can escalate really, really quickly, a lot faster than it would on land. So let's say you're on land and you meet someone, you see her on Saturday and everything goes right, and then you wait a few days, you text her again, you're like, yeah, do you want to go for drinks next Saturday? And she'd be like, yeah, sure. So then you meet her next Saturday. That's already been a week, you know, and then you start seeing her more often, maybe like twice a week, you know. So for the next month, you see her twice a week. And then after you dated her for like a month, you start seeing her more often, maybe like 3 times a week, you know, and then she becomes your girlfriend. On a ship, you see her once. If things are going right, you probably want to see her again very soon. And, you know, nothing stops you from doing that because she lives literally on the same ship. Her cabin is like a 3-minute walk to yours, you know, so you're going to end up seeing a lot of each other. And things will get serious, if they ever will, very quickly. Because you're literally on the same boat, you know, so you'll see a lot of each other, you'll spend most nights together, you'll do everything together, which is amazing at the same time. You know, if you enjoy each other's company, it's a great way to feel like you have someone. You know, you can go out together in the ports, you can have nights in, watching movies, whatever you do. So yeah, it's amazing. But at the same time, if you don't want to get involved with someone, at least not in a proper relationship, then just keep that in mind, that things on ships can escalate really, really quickly. Which leads me to fun fact number 6, and is that people leave, and that can suck. You know, if you're dating someone, her contract might finish before yours, or yours might finish before hers, and that really sucks because let's say you get involved with someone, of course you're gonna miss them, but maybe the other person is meant to go on another ship, and maybe you're meant to go on a different ship, and or maybe the other person doesn't want to work on ships anymore and she want to stay on land, but you don't, you want to keep working on ships, or maybe you guys are from different countries. It's hard to make it work in many cases. And not just for relationships, also for friendships. You know, you're gonna get really close to some people, you're gonna make good friends, and then, well, they have to go. But let me tell you something, once you've done a few contracts, you're just so used to it, especially with friends. Because like, yeah, you make friends and then you might not even stay in touch afterwards, but the memories you've made with that person will probably stay with you forever, and that's the important thing. Okay, so fun fact number 7 is a lot of crew members would actually share a cabin. And can you see how that might be a problem? Well, it's very easy to imagine. If you have a partner, you might want to have the cabin to yourself at some point to play chess or whatever you do. And if you have a roommate there, well, it could cause some issues. I'd never shared a cabin, so I don't know, but I think, well, they take turns, I suppose. You know, they make it work. Which leads me to fun fact number 8, and is that if you have a roommate, that means that in your room you don't have a double bed, you have bunk beds, which can be a little bit uncomfortable if you want to do whatever you want to do. Fun fact number 9, the crew bar, and more specifically the crew parties at the crew bar, are the best place for you to start talking to someone and maybe get together. Because people are drunk and there's so many people that nobody's really watching you, you know, and everyone's having a laugh, having a good time, and that's how most people would end up meeting the person they end up dating. So yeah, make sure you go to the crew parties. Oh, don't get too drunk when you go to the crew parties though, because if you're over the alcohol limit and they breathalyze you, then you're gonna get fired. Chances are they're not gonna breathalyze you because they don't want to fire you. They know that people drink and the alcohol limit is actually very low, so they're not gonna breathalyze you. But if you do something stupid whilst being drunk, or if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, like one of your friends have done something stupid, or if it's very obvious that you're drunk, let's say you throw up in the middle of the crew bar, you know, and you can't walk, well, chances are they're gonna breathalyze you. And if you're over the limit, which obviously you will be, then you're gonna get fired. And that would be a shame because you also have to pay for your own flight home and your luggage and everything, so that's not ideal really. And fun fact number 10 about dating on cruise ships is that at the medical center on most ships, I think, I don't know, so far all the ships I've been on, you can find condoms for free. And I think girls can get the pill as well for free, birth control. So yeah, no excuses, you should definitely get them. Well, I think that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or any comments or any funny stories, please let me know in the comments. and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. You can follow me on Instagram or Facebook as well. There is a PayPal link for donations. Of course, every donation will be absolutely appreciated. And the most important thing is, if you like this video, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, because all my videos are about working on cruise ships, so you're definitely going to find them interesting and perhaps even useful. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.